Well, 2008 has been a terrific year for the cruise industry, growth of around about 18% with the introduction of quite a few new ships into the market. If you then look longer term, there's assured growth now right the way through until about 2012. So we would expect the market to go from about 1.5 million up to 2 million. So the long-term growth is there, it's assured, ships are coming. Interestingly, 2009 is not a year of big growth in the UK. That just happens to be the way the ship launches have fallen. So we have QE2 leaving the Cunard fleet this year for 2009, and really not much new capacity. So in some ways we have a year in 2009 where we're not under too much pressure on an increase in capacity, and therefore we would expect the cruise industry to do quite well. It'll certainly be a tougher economic year, and therefore the message certainly from our brands and from our other brands across the Passenger Shipping Association is to talk value. Last year we were talking about cruise virgins, we were talking about first-time cruisers. Now we're talking about the value of cruising. So when the economy is a bit tighter and people are looking, they want more for less, we'll start to give out messages with regards to what you get on a cruise, what's included on a cruise, and we'll be pushing that message.
And do you find that as far as the cruise industry in the UK is concerned, do you think you could do that on a cooperative basis, or are you going to do it under your own brands? Would you do it through the PSA? How are you going to approach that?
Well, mostly with travel agents. I mean, some of our own marketing tends to feature more the brands and tends to feature the products. Most of our promotional spend goes together with travel agents. And again, this year, over 90% of our business has come through travel agents, and that's big travel agents and small travel agents. We've seen some really good new entrants coming in. So most of our marketing spend actually goes with our travel partners and Cooperative Advertising, and we have a big sales force out on the road supporting travel agents. You get more bang for your buck, because if we present our proposition and the travel agent's proposition, then the customer appreciates the value of that approach.
Now, cruise lines in general have been trading into the market through travel agents for many, many years. The recent demise of airlines, the recent demise of tour operators presumably would strengthen the travel agent's position in the market. Do you think that's going to be a continuing trend?
Well, as I say, travel agents have a big role to play. If you look at our sister brands in North America, Princess, Carnival, those big brands, more than 90% of their business still comes through travel agents. So even in a much more mature market, the travel agent still has a really important role to play. Interestingly, where travel agents may be struggling a bit as some of the big tour operators reduce capacity, certainly some of the regions around the country, some travel agents find it difficult to get stock when capacity reduces, then we're saying cruise helps pay the rent. You start selling cruise, that's a really good return for those travel agents.
Okay. With regard to travel agents, obviously you have some larger travel agents. There's been a lot of talk about discounting in the marketplace. Again, with the economic conditions, do you see a discount market, if you like, dissipating, and therefore giving individual retailers a better chance to compete?
Well, I hope so, because we want to talk about value, added value, and one of the things that we're trying to encourage travel agents now is to take our marketing messages, our added value, and make it their own. So if, for example, we're offering free car parking in Southampton, well, a travel agent can offer that as their added value. If we're offering free regional coach departures down to Southampton, the travel agent in their local environment can show that as their added value offer. I mean, discounting is something that's here to stay for a while. It's been here for many years, but we want to talk added value and move away from straight discounting. And if that results in travel agents the market will grow less next year than it has in recent years, if that means travel agents can eke out more margin, that's terrific, because we'd like them to make as much money as they can on selling our products.
Now, getting back to your own brands, P&O, Cunard both got new ships out in the oceans. Forward bookings looking good for those?
Yeah, very, very strong. Queen Victoria's just finishing her first summer, and she's been very well received. And next year she's got a full year in Southampton doing the Southampton to Southampton Euromed voyages. So she's pretty much now the best quality option out of Southampton. P&O's Ventura's had a very strong start this year and is looking good for this coming winter Caribbean. And looking much further out, P&O Cruises launched their World Cruise 2010 program, record sales. So those more established customers looking for the longer voyages, they're still very much out there in the marketplace.